And welcome to the latest episode of Nerds Amalgamated. With me, we once again have the amazing Tahlya.
Morning.
How you going?
Oh, look, it's stunning to be back. I hope I can live up to the high expectations that I've set myself. How are you going?
I'm fantastic, and I'm sure you can't do any worse than the other person we have with us, which is the DJ.
Hey guys.
And unfortunately, once again, the professor is being a part-timer. Apparently he's sick.
I'm now the professor's replacement. I think you'll find that as everyone in this team gets sick, we just start replacing them with people from other podcasts on the network.
I could actually work with that. DJ, you're going to be sick next week, but I don't know who we're going to have replacing you.
Oh gosh, who could we get to replace DJ?
There's a gecko that runs across my fly screen on a regular basis.
Maybe you could ask him to talk.
He actually joins us in some of the podcasts. You hear him clicking occasionally when he's not chasing moths. But yes, unfortunately, the professor can't be with us, but we'll continue on and have fun. First up this week is the weird type of zirconium that's a neutron sponge, which was an article I was reading during the week, and I just found it really cool.
Tell me about this weird kind of zirconium.
Okay. When you start looking at the isotopes and so forth for all molecules and so forth, and you're looking at the neutrons and electrons, etc., there's a limit to how many of them, how many each of them get. So, and then you have the different types. So this one here is called Zirconium 88, and it's broken the record for how many neutrons it actually absorbs. So it's breaking the rules and doing stuff that it's not supposed to, but it's not a naturally occurring one either. So yes, it's irradiated form of Zirconium 88, which it then starts absorbing other neutrons and becomes another isotope, Zirconium 89. So
it's an unstable isotope.
Yes.
And
it's
breaks down to a higher.
Oh, you were saying Tahlya?
No, so it's an isotope that breaks down to an isotope with a higher number of electrons. I remember very little about chemistry.
Yeah, it's in the article. One of the interesting parts is one of the comments that goes, Zirconium 88 is one of the weirdo neutron poor isotopes that constantly hungers for rather than radiate subatomic particles.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's literally a sponge.
Instead of losing neutrons like a normal isotope should, when it radiates, it gathers them.
Yes, and there's only one other isotope, which was xenon 135, which is known to be better at capturing neutrons.
So what we've essentially done is pushed chemistry to the limit, and not quite sure why we've done that, but yay, we've done it.
It's something that they've been working on for quite a while. Like they've been playing around with it, trying to work out what's going on. And it's the Michigan State University. So they play with a lot of rare isotope beams and so forth. And maybe by doing something like this, they'll generate a new element for the periodic table, and then they'll have to rewrite the whole song.
The song?
You haven't heard the song for the periodic table?
Not.
I would sing it, but I'm not that good a singer.
That's so valid. That's okay.
How many years has it been though for the periodic table to be made out? Was it 150 years or something this year now?
I actually shared a post on Facebook there the other day, actually celebrating the growth of the periodic table. It goes back centuries, like 300 years of element discovery. So yeah, and we'll include a link to the fantastic periodic table song for those who want. The DJ's already got it there as well.
Yeah,
it's when you try to remember massive amounts of information like this, it's good to learn them in little songs because then you can recall it easily. So yeah, not a groundbreaking and earth-shattering story from me. I'm sorry, but yeah, it was kind of fun. I enjoyed it.
It's wonderful, and now we are more enlightened about the world in which we live.
And it's the world's adding something. Last time we had you on here, we were talking about bad stuff. Now we're talking about positive things.
Yeah, see, we're only doing positive things today.
That's it. I try to only be positive.
That's the energy that we carry with us into 2019.
Here's some more information, guys, about Zirconium 88. So that's interesting. So it's a half-life of 83.4 days to yttrium 88.
That's a really short, like in the grand scheme of things, that's actually a really short half-life.
Radiated substance.
Huh.
And you can order some through sealed glass vials, and they're special order.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I really need, I don't really need to buy irradiated substances. I want cancer.
Yeah, I'd rather not have the CIA and NSA tracking me. Speaking of which, DJ, yeah, you're not ordering any because, yeah, we'll need another hosting.
So, like, the amount of superhero movies that start with radiation?
It's just too many. There's just too many.
Yeah, but it's all different types of radiation. You got to get that one specific type of radiation.
You're right. One that comes from, like, spiders and stuff.
Well, the spider itself was special to start with, and then it was hit with a special radiation that took it over to the next level. And same with the Hulk. You got to get the right gamma rays and have the right genetic mutation injected into you as a child.
As a child, wow. Okay, yeah.
Oh, didn't you know that? Part of his backstory is his father conducted experiments to create super soldiers when he was a child. So, in one of the many reimaginations of the Hulk, somewhere along the line, that was one of the stories. So, yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I think that was also featured in the in the not to be spoken about Hulk movie.
I don't know. It wasn't that bad. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Okay.
It was one of the least hippie movies.
Yeah, I will say that. No Robert Downey Jr. appearances.
Well, I don't mind Robert Downey Jr. It actually had, but it had Eric Banner in there doing pretty well.
Yeah,
I thought he was good. Better than the person who replaced him.
Oh yeah, Ruffalo. Yeah.
No. Ruffalo's not bad, but there was there was the other mistake.
Oh, Ed Norton.
Yes. I wasn't going to say his name.
Norton's a good guy. It was just a bad movie.
Yeah, I don't know. He's always weird. He's just one of those weird people for a lot of those characters he plays, and it's always just unnerving. He's a professional weirdo. DJ, we found a friend for you.
I don't know, Ed Norton. I don't know, man. That's I'm not going to touch that.
That's what you say now. When the mics are on, when they're off, we know where you're going. But maybe we should move along. Talking about superheroes that have been irradiated or whatever, you were going to tell us about Venom 2 being confirmed.
Yeah, so after so much success with the recent Venom movie, Sony has announced they're making progress towards a sequel.
Yay.
This will be good. I'm excited for this sequel to be coming out. So the reports have been coming out that Sony has made negotiations with Venom screenwriter Kelly Marcel to return for Venom 2. She might also take the executive producer role for the sequel, and that Tom Hardy will return as Eddie Brock. Woohoo!
Okay. And Jeff Pinker is going to be interested.
Yeah, he's
Awesome.
Yeah. Unfortunately though, for this Venom movie, we're gonna get a very different director because the current director for Venom, Ruben Fleischer, I'm gonna get crucified with this name. He's working on Zombieland 2, which is coming out in October.
Okay.
So
I'm trying to work out why Venom's chasing a teddy bear.
Because that's Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, worst movie reviews.
Okay. I was just scrolling down and it had Venom looking all excited to see Winnie the Pooh for lunch.
I didn't see Christopher Robin, so I can't. Look, if Christopher Robin was as good as Venom, Christopher Robin's a movie worth watching. I'm of the opinion that Venom was a good movie.
I enjoyed watching Venom.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too.
You are of the correct opinion. Thank you.
I saw it before the professor and Buck saw it. Like I was there at the premiere.
Yeah, but you chase after Marvel.
Hey, what can I say? It's a good. Hey, what can I say? The Marvel's been a staple of mine for a long, long time. So I've watched the old X-Men cartoons. I've watched the old Spiderman cartoons, and like
maybe we should just let it go now.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm kind of worried though with getting a new director for Venom because.
But there's lots of different franchises where they do have a different director for each movie, and it actually helps to add something to each movie. So it's got extra character, because otherwise they could become stagnant. Like you look at the James Bond movies. Every single James Bond movie, it's not the same director for 2 movies in a row, I don't think. So it's always fresh and energetic, and they all go for it their hardest to try and make sure that they're doing well and keeping the franchise going.
Yeah, but
that franchise has been going for how many decades now?
Oh, I think 30 years 60s? Now.
So 40, 50 years.
Yeah, but I'm worried more about because recently they came out that with the Guardians of the Galaxy, now that James Gunn's been kicked out of Marvel, there's been word going around that the director for Step Brothers might come in and direct the Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Oh, well.
And I'm going, no, why?
Yeah, mate. There's always going to be times when they fail, but hey, it could be worse. It could be the people who were behind the original idea for Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, you mean Bruckheimer?
No. Before Bruckheimer. The original movie for Pirates of the Caribbean, the original script, was adamantly torn up, rejected, and burnt by Bruckheimer. The original script was going to follow the ride because they didn't want to make it scary. They wanted to make it like the ride at Disneyland. So it was going to be all kinds of wrong. And then they asked Jerry Bruckheimer to produce it. He took a look at the script. He tore it up and burnt it. And he told them if they want him to be involved, he was going to have a new script written that would be more appropriate. And we ended up with the Pirates of the Caribbean movie. So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It could have been a bunch of weird-looking pirates going, yo, ho, ho, and a bottle of rum, which is the ride at Disneyland. Which, didn't they do that with Gina Davis?
The Pirates of the Caribbean ride?
No. She made a pirate movie that was basically similar to the Pirates of the Caribbean ride.
I think she might have, but might give it a look. Tahlya, you got anything that in?
Not really. Y'all seem to got you got this covered. I kind of lost interest in a lot of Marvel stuff. Like I saw a thing a while back that was like all of the things you should be looking forward to regarding movies in 2019, and it was just all like Disney films, and I was like, wow,
we actually spoke about this last time you were here, and we were a bit nervous. Like we were both looking forward to John Wick.
Yeah,
and we're hoping England and Europe are going to come and save us for some.
By the way, Buck, it was Cutthroat Island.
Yeah, that was actually pretty bad movie. It was a funny laugh, but yeah, that was so wrong.
Yeah,
so many. Like it flopped. This is one time when Rotten Tomatoes and I actually kind of agree.
To make matters even worse, there was even a game, a Super Nintendo game called Cutthroat Island.
Yeah, I think they forgot about the fact that it was a pirate movie and focused more on the love story.
Don't they always? don't most pirate movies do that nowadays?
No.
Like you got Robin Hood. Well, not pirate.
Robin Hood has always been about the love story. People just kind of throw other stuff in.
Have you watched Black Sails?
It's on my to-watch list, but I haven't gotten there yet.
It's not much of a love story. It's pretty gruesome.
But yeah, so I would love to see. By the way, for the Venom movie, I think we moved straying off the topic. I would love to see a Spider-Man cameo just to just.
Let's not ruin a good thing. It's going well without Spider-Man. If we're going to have a cameo, let's have the man himself, Mr. Lee. Have something there for him.
Oh yeah. I think that's a definite.
But as far as Spider-Man in there, that was one of the things I liked about the Venom movie was the fact that he wasn't in there.
Oh, that's funny.
But moving on, before I offend too many people.
Yeah, that was quite a controversial point to end on there.
Sorry about that. You've got some news for us about the games coming up.
Look, I'm here with that hot gaming news. In late January, you can look forward to Resident Evil 2 and Kingdom Hearts 3 coming out on consoles near you.
But wait,
it really depends. It really depends on like what you're looking for, because like I think Kingdom Hearts is more all round. Like you can jive with it, whereas Resident Evil is more of a cult thing.
Oh yeah.
It's interesting though how long has it been since the last Kingdom Hearts game? We finally get this game.
Oh gosh, let me just Google when was the last Kingdom Hearts game.
After Kingdom Hearts 2, then you had so many variations of the game. Like, was it Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, I think it was called at one stage?
God.
The original Kingdom Hearts was 2002. Kingdom Hearts 2 was 2005.
Wow.
Yeah. And then there were a whole bunch of... Okay, let's go to the Wikipedia that says list of Kingdom Hearts media.
For all those that are wanting to plan their retirement now and you're only in your 20s, Kingdom Hearts 4 will probably come out just as you're about to look at retiring. So something to look forward to.
I'm sorry, can we just talk about the progression of Kingdom Hearts here? It goes Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts Coded, Kingdom Hearts Mobile, Kingdom Hearts 358/2 days. Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, Kingdom Hearts 3D Dream Drop Distance, Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 Remix, Kingdom Hearts X, Kingdom Hearts HD 2.5 Remix, the Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue, Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
This is some Homestuck level of bullshit right here.
I'm glad you said not me.
Yeah.
Just like you want to make your content easy to follow, but you've got like a 2.8 in there. Where do you even get 2.8 as a number? All of a sudden, I'm incredibly passionate about just this.
I think someone was on too much of a bender with pizza,
Asahi beer,
over caffeinated drinks, possibly some Asahi. I don't know.
They had some sort of like Red Bull like tequila thing going on. They'd had about 4 hours worth of sleep in about 2 weeks. And they were like, do you know what we should do? We should call it 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue.
Exactly. I know they've still got Jolts and drinks like that in America, which are like super highly caffeinated cola, which you'd also get in an orange flavor, which is kind of strange. But yeah, I can see excessive amounts of sleepless nights, excessive amounts of caffeine, excessive amounts of junk food, mixed in with sushi, and I don't know, someone was hallucinating when they came up with that idea.
The thing is, like, Kingdom Hearts fans are ruthless. Like, they just stick to that shit. If you're a Kingdom Hearts fan, you're a Kingdom Hearts fan for life. Like, I don't follow Kingdom Hearts personally, but I know people who are, and just bought them a mile off.
Just for the record, we're not picking on the fans here. We're just picking on the name.
It's not that they're pretentious. It's just the fact that, like, you know, when you have that bit of content that you just stick to forever, and like I've got that kind of content. Like for me, I think like a couple years ago for me, like it was Doctor Who. Like I've got very strong opinions on Doctor Who, but I feel like it's kind of like if you're a Kingdom Hearts fan, you're a Kingdom Hearts fan for life. Like you can never let go of the Kingdom Hearts.
So, because you're such a Doctor Who fan, are you sold on the new Doctor being a lady?
I haven't watched it. I haven't watched anything past the end of Matt Smith.
Okay. Yeah, no, yeah, that was the professor wasn't sold on whether or not the new Doctor was actually a female, apparently, until he watched a couple of episodes.
I've straight up been told that I look like Jodie Whittaker, and like that's the only reason I think I would watch the new series, because I think Stephen Moffat kind of ruined, because Matt Smith is my favorite Doctor, and I think Stephen Moffat ruined what Matt was trying to achieve.
Portray.
Yeah, especially once they got rid of the Ponds and Clara kind of took over, and there was all that like post-Pond trauma. It didn't jive with me.
Oh yeah.
It was like he was trying to be a new Doctor without kicking Smith out, and then Smith was like, "No, I'm leaving," and Moffat was like, "You know what? That's fair and valid. I'm leaving with you." What a selfless act.
Yeah. See, like for me, like I'm a huge fan of some of the much older content. So yeah, like I go back to the original. I remember watching that on TV as a kid with William Hartnell.
Showing your age a bit.
It was reruns, but yeah. Tom Baker was always cool. I'm not sure if it was the scarf or the fedora he used to wear, the hat. I know I still want to get myself an overcoat and a hat like that.
Everyone does.
That was just cool. He is a Doctor who brought class and style to how he dressed.
Not to sound like one of those people, and I say this knowing full well that I've watched maybe 2 episodes of Capaldi's run, and I didn't personally enjoy Capaldi's Doctor, but Peter Capaldi has personally given me a jelly bean. So
well done.
Yeah,
nice.
We actually had a cosplayer at Supernova came up to the TNC booth cosplaying the Jodie Whittaker Doctor.
Yeah, there were a lot of them.
And I have to say, the one that came up looked really, really cool. We've actually got a photo of her on our Facebook page. And yeah, I couldn't resist asking the professor, are you sure you're sold now? And I got into a bit of trouble for that one. But yeah.
But I think we're straying a bit of topic. But you know what's we're straying a bit of topic on with the gaming. The other crazy thing with this year, besides Kingdom Hearts 3 finally being released, it's a whole load of remastered games.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, not so much this year. That was they started last year. It's just these are like they're making these games playable again on newer consoles. So I don't mind that, because there's games that I used to play back years ago that I would love to be able to play again.
Oh yeah.
Like the original Resident Evil games were always fun.
Yeah. Although the bright side with Resident Evil coming out is that we don't see a bucket load of trailers, unlike Kingdom Hearts 3. How many trailers there have been? Like 10 or 20 of them?
Not as much that is currently out for a game that hasn't even been released yet. Like, you can buy Keyblades. You can buy, like, different styles of Keyblades.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I got an idea. For the next Kingdom Hearts, maybe they should have Kevin Hart and The Rock.
Are we talking about Kingdom Hearts 4? Are we talking about Kingdom Hearts Death by Whatever? 5, 7,
Kingdom,
the last epilogue. Like
Kingdom Hearts, The Cops Go to the Jungle. I don't know.
Kingdom Hearts.
I don't know.
Kingdom Hearts 2. Kingdom Hearts 3.2, Eat the Rich.
Something like that. Yeah. Like, because Kevin Hart's just jumping into any movie he can get, and
so
the Rock is just the Rock is just chasing anything. Like they joke about, like people would go to the opening of an envelope. He just hears that someone's filming, and he turns up.
Honestly, same though.
So yeah, I reckon we could have Kevin Hart and the Rock making special guest appearances in the next Kingdom Hearts. The Cops Go to the Jungle or something. Eating the Rich.
But Square Enix is. I love that you just went with Eat the Rich. But like Square Enix is French, isn't it?
I think they're Japanese. Square
Enix. They've got studios all around the place.
Oh, where's
Okay, so-
And the French have a history of eating the rich.
Yes, they do. But my question was more like, what if we just kicked David Cage out of what's that studio he runs? Quantum Break or whatever? No, not Quantum Break.
It's a Japanese guys for the Square Enix, by the way.
Oh, unfortunate.
David Cage, he is Quantum Dream. Oh, Quantic Dream.
So like, okay, what if we just had The Rock and Kevin Hart turn up to the Quantic Dream Studios? We just do some stuff with them, and bam, they're in the next like whatever Disney game that comes out. I don't want anything to do with David Cage. Actually, no. Can I get a game made by Quantic Dream that is just about destroying David Cage?
I thought Heavy Rain did that.
Oh, look, Detroit Become Human did that. Let's be honest.
Am I detecting some 50 Shades of Grey undertone here? do we
want destroying David Cage?
Do we want to take a whip and a cane and make it a party?
That's kind of spicy. I don't like the idea that you would think about David Cage in a BDSM context.
No,
I wasn't going there.
You suggested the whip. I'm just saying that like David Cage deserves to be just left in a hole with his own content to think about and nothing else.
Okay.
That man really
So
like
more of a silence.
it's like putting a child in the corner to get him to think about what he's done. He needs to be put in a hole and left there until he's learned his mistakes.
So kind of like a Silence of the Lambs thing. What's that one with Wild Bill? It eats the food or whatever, and where he's got the woman down the hole in the pit in Silence of the Lambs.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
You want to do that with David Cage, do you?
I think that's what David Cage needs. He just needs to be sat in a corner and told to think about what he's done.
That's it. He puts the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again.
It's forced to make good content.
If
it doesn't make good content, we just leave it. We just cut it out of the industry. Goodbye, David Cage. No more fancy studio for you. He has no. I have personal qualms with everything that David Cage stands for. I am so passionate about my hate. It is visceral.
I hadn't noticed.
Yeah, me neither.
It's totally like I hide it really well, guys. Once oh my god. Okay, so you know how he makes do you know how he like films and creates all the stuff for his games?
Vaguely.
Have to go and have a look at what he's done.
He uses motion capture. So he gets he gets real actors in, and they have to like dress up, and they have like all these dots on their face, and they have to get everything calibrated, and then they just perform in these. I think it's called the cube, and all the cameras capture everything, and then they build the models, and then the models are essentially exact replicas of the actors performing. But as a director, like if you listen to like interviews that David Cage's like actors have given about David Cage, a lot of it's just like, yeah, so David Cage gave us no direction, but would just constantly say more, which look, I wouldn't call myself much of an actor, but if you as a director can only say more without being like kind to your actors as into what they need or what you want from them, you're a shit director. Like,
but you see, you're missing the whole avant-garde French flavor, where it's not. We do not direct you to do specific. We direct you to just do, and we follow you.
Like you're French.
But we want to capture you in your raw essence.
Oh. I hate everything you're saying right now because David Cage.
Many French movies that's exactly what happens. It seems like it follows through certain things, and then it just ends, and you're like, "What the hell did I just watch? Like, where what happened?" The movie just finished and there's nothing there. What's going on?
I think what you're talking about is art house films, and I think art house films definitely have a place in the industry. They're definitely a valid form of expression, but it's also I just have a real hate for everything that David Cage has put together. He's such an autocratic director, but he's also an incredibly bad director. He doesn't know what he wants, but if you don't give him exactly what he wants, fuck you. It's your personal fault as an actor that the shot is fucked up. It's not the director's fault, even though,
I know what we need to do with him then.
What?
We'll make him a director for Jean Reno and Gerard Depardieu.
Gerard Depardieu.
We'll see how he goes with saying to them, "Give me more."
But here's an interesting. But now that you guys mentioned about in terms of art house and stuff, do you reckon these last few years, in terms of games, they've been turning more into art forms rather than the actual gaming experience? You look at God of War 3, for example. When you look at the cutscenes, it's just good storytelling. It's just the storytelling and the artwork. And
I haven't actually played God of War 3 yet, so I can't really comment.
In terms of I'm just saying, Tahlya, in terms of how gaming has evolved into an art form, basically.
Oh yeah, no, gaming is definitely the art form. It is an art form, but I don't think David Cage is the way we do that.
I'm just looking at some images for Beyond Two Souls, and is it a game or a porno?
Yeah. Beyond Two Souls.
Didn't you know David Cage got to work with Ellen Page? He's such an ally to the fucking queer community. I can't believe this.
I'm sorry, but I'm looking at scenes here. It's just there's all sorts of weird stuff. There's people having sex on a pool table and kissing. One of my other favorite actors, William Dafoe, kissing some. I can't say who she is, but yeah, with all the little dots on them. And your favorite person in the background trying to look all serious and important.
It doesn't work. I'm sorry. He's a terrible everything. He was given opportunities that other artists deserve, and he keeps fucking it up. I'm very rarely this passionate about things, but just David Cage he needs to sit in the corner and think about what he's done.
I think
David Page to the corner. You're in trouble.
We can move on now. I'm just gonna sit in my corner and stew.
No, please.
Oh yeah.
Is there anyone involved in Resident Evil you want to get angry at?
I don't know enough about Resident Evil to get angry. I feel like it's just such a small niche thing, and all of my horror content, I've only ever watched. I've never played horror, so I can't really comment on that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's looking interesting, so
yeah,
we might have to see if we can get a hold of a copy of that to play at some point.
Yeah.
Anyway, since we've just eviscerated David Cage.
Oh, David Cage. No, actually, we're not sorry. We're not. You deserve every single word.
I wasn't saying sorry. As I said, since we just eviscerated him, maybe we should move along. So what game have you been playing, Tahlya?
I have been playing Horizon Zero Dawn.
And how have you been finding it?
I've been finding it on my PlayStation. That was such a bad joke. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. We like corny jokes around here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I go through games very, very slowly, so I can't really say an awful lot about it so far. I've really enjoyed it. I think it's a little annoying that it takes so long to travel everywhere, but I think that's also part of the game. That's part of the experience.
Mm-hmm.
To compare to one of my favorite games of all time, if you compare traveling in The Witcher, where you have Roach, you can call Roach easily and you can just fast travel wherever. at like the drop of a hat.
Yep.
Like that shows kind of a mastery of your environment. Like you've been here, you know where you're going. Like the world is something that you can easily traverse because you have a power over it. Where I think in Horizon, Aloy is like she was born an outcast. She has an understanding of the wild, but the world is still harsh and it's still working against you. So in that respect, like it's nice world building, but it's just so tedious and annoying sometimes. All around, like I do recommend it. I think it's a good time. Yeah, I don't know. What more do I need to say on it? I think it's a good time and you should play it.
Okay, that's cool. That's exactly what we wanted.
Yeah. So you got the DLC as well?
But again, I'm just for anyone out there in podcast listening land who has played Horizon, I've just gotten outside the Embrace. So I'm like not that far into it at all.
Oh, fair enough.
I've just passed the proving. They've just made me a seeker. I found out that my mother is actually a door. Like, okay. Yeah.
Well, I'd rather be a door than a window.
I don't like the implication you just made that you're my mother.
Well, haven't you seen Star Wars?
Sorry?
Oh.
Don't worry. I should probably just stop now while I'm still alive.
No. Come back to this.
Oh.
Well, I was just referring to the Darth Vader scene of Luke. I am your father.
Uh-oh.
She's run away from you now.
Oh no.
No.
I genuinely thought I'd missed something. Like you were about to be like, oh yeah, and there's this hidden Star Wars scene where someone turns around and is like, hey Darth, I know who your mother is, and it's not the mother who raised you. And then there's like this weird kind of like How I Met Your Mother plot line.
Well, there is talk that apparently, I forget her name now. What's the Rey? Is it?
Yeah, Rey. Yeah.
She's actually Luke's daughter. Someone was trying to say at one point. So I haven't heard any confirmation of that, but yeah. But and then in the latest movie, that they were saying that she was just created by the Force.
Oh, what?
Well, that was
that was what happened with Anakin, right?
And Anakin was an immaculate conception.
Because they tried to do the Jesus thing.
Yes, that's the reason why I said the immaculate conception. So yeah.
I don't like the fact that Lucasfilms went, hey, have you considered the villain? We put Jesus symbolism there. Like every time someone attempts Jesus symbolism, it goes badly. Like, does everyone remember Man of Steel? Of course we remember Man of Steel. It was bad.
Especially with the Jesus motif, yes.
Oh, it was a lot. It was just a lot.
Moving along now.
What game are you playing at the moment?
Myself, I've been just tinkering away at Skyrim. I got myself to level 81 and just running around, completing all the different missions. I joined the Stormcloaks and I'm just running around beating up everyone who's Imperial.
Valid.
So, yeah, Skyrim's one of those games that you can spend weeks and weeks and months playing. So
it's just so addictive to you, isn't it, Buck?
I wouldn't say addictive. It's just fun. So yeah, I'm running around with what is it? I got dragon scale armor that when dragons try to take a bite out of me, it's not instant death. It's not even 25% of my health disappearing when I get a bite. So yeah, I'm loving it. I'm taking down dragons 2 at a time currently at the moment, by the way. Don't know how that happened. It's never happened to me before that I've had two dragons attacking me at once as I'm running around the place. But yeah, I'm loving all the bits and pieces. I gotta find the Ebony Warrior next. I think that's my next goal.
Nice.
So what game have you been playing, DJ?
I'm just playing Justice 2. I'm hyping myself up for Mortal Kombat 11 that comes out soon.
Oh yeah, it does.
You need to hype yourself up for that.
Oh, dude, it's NetherRealm Studios. Oh yeah, although
it's a legendary game series. Like, why do you need to hype yourself up? Like,
despite the successes of Mortal Kombat 11 and Mortal Kombat X and Injustice 2, there were a couple of nasty surprises in that game. For example, the microtransactions.
Yes. Oh boy.
That was a horrible. It's a horrible thing in that game.
EA was making Injustice.
No.
Hey, it could be worse. It could have been Bethesda, and then you go into a fight and you're the only person there.
Yeah, and get a shoddy collector's edition. Yeah. Thank God I didn't.
Which your bag may or may not be there. That's the surprise. Hey, extra to find out the answer.
Oh, and the compensation would be $50.
Yeah, but man, as I said to you, like with that $50, you could buy 2 good quality duffel bags made out of proper canvas material. Rather than
I don't know where you're buying your canvas bags from, but
there's a disposal store. I actually went and searched. We discussed this because the DJ was having a rant about the lack of quality and how it was such a cheap bag when he got his special edition. So
I didn't order the special edition myself. I ordered I didn't order the special edition. I ordered like the Tricentennial edition, which was basically you get the disc, which wasn't a disc. I don't know why they did that. And they also gave it.
Wasn't a disc. What? How do you play it?
It was just on. You just download the game online.
Oh, okay.
That was one of those boys.
PC, not PlayStation. Okay.
Yeah, and there was what else was there? There was just like a lot of DLC stuff. But yeah, I was unlucky not to. I was unlucky to get the. I was unlucky to pre-order the Power Armor edition.
Okay. Yeah, no, because I remember when you were saying about the fact that they got such shoddy plastic bags and everyone was complaining. I actually went and found somewhere in Brisbane where you can buy some good quality duffel bags for $25 each.
Where? Can you just tell me where in Brisbane, please?
Did we make her interested?
You wouldn't mind just telling me where?
I could go shopping for it again for you.
Please? I would very much like the link.
I think it was one of the disposal stores. I think it's might have been the one up near Enoggera.
Okay.
But yeah, with Injustice 3, it's the other annoying thing about the whole game was the grind and how many variations of costumes there are. Even though it's the same costume, there'll be different names to it, which really bugged me a bit. But yeah, I will say Injustice 2, it's a good superhero game, and NetherRealm Studios have done a really good job at it. But they really need to cut out the whole microtransactions, and yeah, if they took out that element, then I think it would have been a good game to play with.
Yeah, like as always, take the microtransactions out, and you've got a decent game.
Yeah.
How big a duffel bag did you want?
Oh, look.
It is as big as to store David Cage's body in it.
Actually, that's exactly. Oh gosh, no, we're recording this. No, I've never wanted a duffel bag big enough to store David Cage's body in it. No, absolutely not. FBI, you can't track me on this one. This cannot be used against me in a court of law.
Yeah, no, I can, because I know Anaconda's got a few. They've got one that's a 33 litre for $25. It looks like it's, I'm not sure if it's plastic or canvas.
You've heard that story, right, Tahlya? The whole Fallout 76 debacle.
Oh, I was there. I was part of that war. It's fine.
You were one of the people wandering around alone going, where is everybody?
I suffered alongside the people who did that. Like, I've played very little of Fallout 4, so I wasn't going to like throw $130 on Fallout 76. Mm-hmm. But I had friends who were playing it, and I just remember the absolute sheer anger that kind of came off them in waves. And I was like, you know what? I feel this like firsthand. You are so viscerally mad and upset that I feel this in my soul.
Fair enough.
It was, yeah, we can go on and on about, yeah.
We could. We probably shouldn't, but we could.
Yeah. Hey, there's a good, yeah, that's a good bag.
$35 to $50.
It's a gorgeous duffel bag. Can confirm.
That's actually from Anaconda. That's $35 to $50.
There you go, guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, I should probably get back to what I'm supposed to be doing here, which is part of the show. Sorry, I'm one of
We'd just like to do a couple of shout outs, guys. This is the sad bit of the show. So if everyone would like to just take a moment to go get a hot chocolate, curl up with a nice blanket and prepare yourself for the sadness that's about to settle in as we do some shout outs.
Would you like a hot beverage?
Would you like a hot chocolatey milk?
On the 6th of January 2019, Star Trek and Doctor Who actor William Morgan Shepherd passed away. He played multiple roles in Star Trek, and he was an iconic actor that was very much a lover of sci-fi.
What was he most well known for?
Already robbed us. Sorry, what was that?
What's he most well known for?
I'm trying to find his. He was in the Daleks' Return for Doctor Who. So, he played Rura Penth, Commandant in Star Trek VI: The Undiscovered Country. He was also the Chief Vulcan Science Council Minister in 2009's Star Trek Data's grandfather, in Ira Graves in the Next Generation episode, Schizoid Man, and as Katai in Star Trek Voyager episode Bliss. So he's one of those regular actors that they could just change him with the makeup to sit in there.
Also, his son is that one Mark Sheppard. His son is Mark Sheppard.
He was in season 6 of Doctor Who in an episode titled The Impossible Astronaut. In it, he played an older version of the character Canton Everett Delaware III, while his son, Mark, played the younger version. So you had father and son in the one episode.
It's a good episode, can confirm.
So,
also, if I want to add in, he was also in Michael Bay's Transformers as Captain Witwicky.
He was also in the Prestige.
Yep. He's been in Broadway productions of Marat Sade and Sherlock Holmes. So he was a talented actor.
He did a lot. My gosh, he was in the Atlantis sequel.
Yep. Yeah. He was also in Max Headroom back in the day. So one of those outstanding gentlemen who's left us far too soon. So my apologies. 2019, you've kicked us in the teeth and stomped in our tenders.
Yeah. And he died at the age of 86. So there you go.
He still a young man. He should have still had many years to go. 8th of January, 1642, Italian astronomer Galileo Galilei passed away. Famous for being excommunicated for saying the sun didn't revolve around the Earth and the Earth was round. And
also an excellent Beckett play written about him.
Yes, although
not Beckett, Brecht, sorry.
Saucy. I was going to say Beckett, if he wrote about it, would have been very saucy.
Beckett, I don't think would have been saucy. I don't think that's quite in Beckett's line of work. Brecht, on the other hand, is quite poetic in what he does, and I think it's a well-written play. So if anyone's got their hands on a copy of it, they should read it.
How do you spell the Beckett? As in
Brecht. It's Brect. Yeah, CHT.
CHT.
Oh yeah, Life of Brecht. Yep. Well, okay, cool.
Yeah, an amazing man who argued for science and got ridiculed and excommunicated, but still kept doing his work anyway.
All good scientists are excommunicated.
All the good ones.
Yeah.
Which means I must be doing something wrong because I haven't been excommunicated yet.
You'll get there, my dude. You'll get there.
8th of January 2007, Yvonne DiCarlo has passed away. She was an amazing individual. She was the wife of Moses in the movie The Ten Commandments, opposite Charlton Heston, and yet she still managed to look amazing and steal the limelight from him, which he probably didn't like. She was also Mrs. Munster. I can't remember the first name for her character in that. Lily, that's it. Yeah, so much fun.
He did some Broadway plays. She did a Stephen Sondheim. Huh.
Yeah. I remember seeing an interview with her, and she had she had so much presence and charisma. I can't remember who it was that was interviewing her. I think it was like Johnny Carson or someone like that. And yeah, they just, whoever it was that was interviewing it kind of just disappeared in the background and was almost not noticed, just because she was so much fun. 10th of January 2016, the sad passing of David Bowie. Dead Set
That
legend.
one's quite recent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazingly sad. Such a genuine legend as well. But on the 8th of January 1947, he was born. So 2 days after his birthday. David Bowie, English singer, songwriter, actor. Yeah, amazing individual especially for Ziggy Stardust stuff.
And Black Star is, I mean, like, he knew he was dying, but for the rest of the world, it was quite a prophetic album. Like, Lazarus is an excellent track, and for it to come out while he was in hospital, like, it was just his way of saying goodbye. It was beautiful.
It was the same case with Freddie Mercury as well. When Freddie was dying, and my God, I think his last album, that was a haunting album.
Was Freddie's last album? Is it part of Queen, or was it a solo one?
I think it was. Hang on a second. It was a solo. I think it was solo. Yeah.
Huh.
But hang on a second. It could be Queen, but it was Barcelona.
Innuendo was the last album that Freddie sang with Queen. Innuendo's also a good album. Can confirm.
Yeah. Made in Heaven. I think that was the last one. Yeah, that was the album with Queen. Yeah, that was the last album with Queen, and
that was 1995.
Yeah. There was one song in particular where he sings, and then halfway in the track, it's someone else. I think it was someone else's voice or Brian May singing, and it just, it was very scary.
Oof. Yeah.
So starts to send shivers down your spine with amazing people like that. Another amazing birthday, though, getting back onto the positive side of things. 4th of January, 1643, Sir Isaac Newton. If I have to introduce who he is to you, I'm quite sad. English mathematician, physicist, astronomer, theologian, and author. Considered to be one of the most influential scientists of all time. Formulated the laws of motion, etc. Apparently also Aspergic or autistic. Happy birthday to him. He was an amazing man who thought outside the box. 5th of January 1941, one of my most favourite people. Well, strangely enough, I put him up there alongside Sir Isaac Newton. Hayao Miyazaki, Japanese animator, Dead Set legend, brought us such an amazing concept as Studio Ghibli, who gave us movies such as Castle in the Sky, My Neighbor Totoro, Kiki's Delivery Service, Princess Monaco.
Just your Monaco. No, sorry, Princess
Mononoke.
I've
Mononoke. I always mispronounce that. I love the movie, but I know I'm.
Yeah.
How's Moving Castle?
How's Moving Castle? Nausicaa Valley of the Wind was the first movie that Studio Ghibli released, and technically it's not released under the name of Studio Ghibli. It was released before the studio formed.
Little piece of trivia for you. There are some people who have actually made a glider like out of Valley of the Wind. And it actually works. They've done test flights. I think I posted it on Facebook, so better just double check that. But yeah, an amazing individual. He's brought so much joy into the world. Event of interest, we've got 8th of January 1889. Herman Hollerith is issued the US patent 395,791 for the art of applying statistics, his punch card calculator, which was part of the birth of computers as we have them today. So thank you. 10th of January 1927, Fritz Lang's futuristic film Metropolis had its world premiere at the Uferpalast am Zoo in Berlin on the 10th of January 1927. It's one of those films I've watched a few times. I love it, and hate it at the same time because it's just one of those ones. It's just it was a silent movie that had so much going on. It was more the remake I didn't like the music from.
Ugh.
Have you guys seen it?
I don't think I've seen it, nah. But judging by what you've said, Buck, silent movies are confusing to me. I mean, my last memory of silent movies would be the Charlie Chaplin ones.
Okay, this is beyond Charlie Chaplin. This is steampunk science fiction.
Okay.
Have you seen it, Tahlya?
No, I haven't. And I love all things kind of art house, but I can never get my hands on old movies. So if someone just wants to send me old movies, that'd be great.
Don't tempt me.
If you can just send me old movies from the 20s, like I'm talking, like I saw like the original Citizen Kane, and oh my gosh, changed my life. If anyone just wants to send me old movies.
So let me guess, Tahlya, you had a dream of Rosebud, didn't you?
I didn't, but I just love everything that is old movies. I'm sorry, they've got more, like they care for their art a lot more.
Okay, there's a link to Metropolis.
Okay. Oh my gosh!
As it shows on YouTube.
On YouTube, guys, it's on YouTube.
There's actually a few different versions of it there too, by the way.
Oh, spicy.
This is with a rescore by the New Pollutants. So I don't know how the music will sound in that one. But yeah, like that came out, I think there was a re-release of it in 87 or 88, where it had been coloured and with new music and all that, and it was kind of strange. I blame my brother for bringing that home. Actually, I think that was the one that was rescored by the New Pollutants. So yeah.
Yeah, there are so many restorations to it. There's the East German version, which is the 1972 version. Then there's the Giorgio Moroder presents Metropolis.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the Munich Archive edition. Then there's the restored authorized edition. Then there's the 2010 complete Metropolis edition. So
you're saying there's lots of editions?
Oh yeah. And there's also, here's an interesting bit for you. There is even a 2001 animated movie and a musical.
Did you know Radio Gaga actually gave a nod to Metropolis as part of the film clip?
Ah, nice.
Freddie likes his art house movies too. Like the music is pretty cool. It's just some parts of it it just gets a bit strange. But yeah, it's one of those movies that's you've got to watch if you get the chance. Actually, Owl City did Metropolis. Oh, it's just a song. Okay, sorry. Where were we?
We were at the spacecraft.
Yes. 12th of January 2005. Deep Impact, a NASA space probe designed to study the interior composition of the comet Tempel 1 by releasing an impactor into the comet. Launches from Cape Canaveral on a Delta II rocket. Lucky it wasn't Delta Airways because it probably wouldn't have left the ground. I think that was about the time when they went bankrupt. I think that's everything. I haven't missed anything, have I? No.
No, you're good.
Any other shout outs, ladies and gentlemen?
I'd like to do a personal shout out to my bed, because I've been catching up on sleep lately, and oh my gosh, I've just remembering what having a working, functioning sleep schedule is like has changed my life. I just wanted to put that out there. Thank you. Everyone continue about their day now.
And she's been getting sleep, so she's happier, and she was still so annoyed by David Cage.
I'm still annoyed. Look, I'll always be annoyed.
Imagine how bad it would have been without sleep, David.
Oh gosh, you would have actually gotten a 20-page essay on why I hate David Cage.
So beware, David. Do not come to Australia anytime soon. You may not leave. We have many insects and animals that try to kill you. They may look cute, but they're still going to try and kill you.
So you have me, and I'll be hiding in your cupboard. I'll find exactly where you're staying, and I'll just be holding a pitchfork. And then in the middle of the night, I'll come out, dress like the devil, and I will give you this prophetic like vision. There'll be like a smoke machine, and it will just consist of me standing there with my whatever the trident, and just going, my pitchfork, and just going, you need to quit video games, and then like putting the pitchfork at the foot of the bed and then leaving, and you'll be so scared that you'll have to quit video games forever. So just be warned. Just be warned about that, David Cage. Please and thank you.
I can see David Cage going, give me more.
I can imagine David Cage going, that's a good impression of the Ghost of Christmas Future. Give me more. Give me more.
More what, David Cage?
What?
He wants you to stab him, and not in a nice way. So, yes.
On that note, everyone.
Yeah. If that's all, everything. You haven't got any extra shout outs, DJ?
Nah, nothing.
Well, awesome. Oh, I guess that's the end of the show. So stay safe, take care of each other, and stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated. Get some sleep.
Yes.
You can find us on Twitter at @namalgamated. Email us at nerds.amalgamated@gmail.com. We're on Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, and
we have merchandise.
Oh yes,
some sexy and cool merchandise.
Yes, and you can also listen to Tahlya's own podcast, which is, what's yours, Tahlya?
I am at General Queries. You can find me I think we're on Facebook and on Instagram as just General Queries. That's queries with 2 E's because we talk about queer stuff, surprisingly.
Really?
Yeah. And if you want to find me, what you need to do is go out into an open field, turn around 3 times, and then whisper the first couple of lines to Helen You by Devil the Amigo to the moon, and I'll just appear in the cornfield to your left.
There may not have been a cornfield there to start with, but there will be one then. Alrighty, so
thanks for being
It's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure.
Thanks for joining us on our madcap romp through
thank you for having
all the insanities.
Mm-hmm.
Hooroo from me.
See you guys.
Bye.